I've been doing this for 5 weeks tonight. My box came Wednesday afternoon 5 weeks ago. And it's this wonderful spring box. And all us spring box reviewers received a deluxe box, which had 8 things in it. And here's my little container that I stuck them in just for the video. I love these wooden cigar boxes. You have to pay $3 for them now, but a friend of mine who sells jewelry with me, it shows, they're down in there. She was going to do amazing things to them and cover them in leather and charge a bunch of money for them, but she works too many hours. So one of them seems to be oiling it up in there because I spilled some Nourish oil mask and it kind of got all over everything. So anyway, every time I get oil from that, I just rub it in my hands. Okay, so we've been able to use all the deluxe things, and we got a full size of Blush Beauty Oil. We were very richly blessed from Madeline and Sabbatical Beauty. I'm gonna have lighting problems again because I have to see. I don't want to glare everybody out, but I'm sorry. So, here we go again. So I've been using about the same routine for the last few weeks, and I just want to say this. Here's something. I hope it's quotable. If it's not, I tried. There is nothing standard about the standard box, even though we have the deluxe. The standard box has 6 things in it, and the only additional things in the deluxe are the wonderful Pearl Serum and the Rose Gold Lip Tint, which I think is awesome. And the Pearl is something that I've learned a new term. I think it's in Korean. It's chok, and it means dewy. And that's what Pearl does, really. And half the time I've been forgetting to put it on in the morning. I don't know why, but I'm going to love having that. And it also works on your collagen besides making you look dewy and brightens you up and evens your skin tone. So there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that, Madeline. I finally got one. I was beginning to give up. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit more about what's in the box, and then I'll quickly tell you what I've been doing from the box and then what I've added in there. Yeah, chok. I liked that. I like all the moms that have been on. Unfortunately, mine passed away at age 91 a couple of years ago, but anyway, I had my granddaughter and I masking, so that was fun. And my daughter lives far away in DC. Now, so very first thing I put on in the morning after double cleansing, always, maybe even masking in there, hi Katie, is to spray with Lotus Serum Mist. You see how much is left? It's very sad. You know, I do kind of spread that around with my hands, but I've noticed Marissa goes squirt all over. Well, I think she must have a full size because, boy, oh boy, I can't. 3 sprays is like, I feel very indulgent. But that's really the most it would take if you're hitting your neck and cheeks like that. And I've only done 2 sometimes, too, trying to make it last. So, Lotus Serum Mist, I would give that one 5 stars. It soothes redness, which I certainly have lots of issues with, and it's very easy to use and you don't have to touch your face. It also helps you with oil control. It kind of mats out your face where you're oily a little bit, and so I think it would be really good for combination and all oily skin, both, because sometimes I would just use it like right down in here, you know, if that was needing a little unshining on warmer days. Right now it's just still rainy and cool out, so that's kind of typical. We'll have a week of that or 2 weeks of that, and then it'll be sunny and hot and windy and just all crazy around here. Then the second thing I consistently use morning and evening is Dorian Gray serum. I have used that before. Lotus Serum Mist was new, so no, but Dorian Gray serum, yes. And I gave that one like 5 stars too. And I think Lotus Serum Mist will be a 5-star once I get another bottle of it. Anyway, Dorian Gray helps with the discolorations, and I've got those. And as well as, even skin tone and fading scars. So I'm putting it on my ankle, and I might throw another picture in there every now and then on the Facebook page about that, and my hand, which I'm working on. Gretchen, you want it, huh? Hi, Kane. I was going to say Kane. I was going to give you a new name. Kane. And there's Celadeth. See, I saw, yeah, the lotus is really wonderful. You like it, Hayne? I like it. I want to go eat out tonight so I can show off my purple hair. I don't believe in acting my age very much. Okay, so back to Dorian Gray. Very distractible. That's me. Putting some on my ankle scar that I had from surgery like back in the fall, and it's still all red because it had trouble healing properly. And then I'm using it on my hands. So that's for Gretchen. Gretchen, I'm going to keep working on that. I know you're not here right now, but I will tell you what. You catch it on the review. Thanks, Hayne. I really do like my purple hair. And Carol, yes, Dorian Gray, for sure. And I think I'm a really good test of that since I'm a senior citizen. Okay, and so Dorian Gray, yep, twice a day. Lotus Serum Mist once a day because I don't have a lot of it anymore. Now, the next thing would be Pearl. And I try to use that most mornings. Either I forget and leave it at home when I'm going to the gym because I have to cart things with me, and I didn't want to divide that one up into another container. But besides making you look chalk or dewy, hi Eileen and Dawn. I'm happy to see all you here. So the chalk dewy from Pearl, it's not just that. But it's also that it builds your collagen. There's nothing wrong with looking dewy. Let me get a drink here. But it also evens your tone and brightens your skin, just like I feel like I already said that, but that's true of Dorian Gray serum. I might repeat myself, I am old. That's my husband. Hello, I'm doing a live video. I'll be done by 7:30, hopefully. So, Pearl, yes. And most mornings I used it. Next item, I would have to say is in the deluxe box too, is the Rose Gold Lip Tint. And I give that 5 hearts, 5 stars, 5 whatever you want. Because, hello, Eileen. I think I already said hello to you, but that's fine. And Dawn, hi. Rose Gold, I really like it. It helps my lips stay moisturized longer than anything else. And I feel like it's a good product to be putting on your lips, 2. And 3, I've gotten hooked on to go with it, on the unicorn lip scrub. Hi, Gretchen. What do you think? This is my celebration for the last live. Yep, that's right. This is sort of a blue purple, but it was the closest marker I had. Anyway, I love Rose Gold, and I love the unicorn lip scrub. Yeah, my granddaughter did that too. That was fun. She didn't ask to use anything else, though. She's not really into all that. She just started really being good about washing her face, and I'm going to get her some balm cleanser and maybe another one, but it's asking a lot to expect a 10-year-old to double cleanse. We'll see. Anyway, she has beautiful skin, of course. So then the next thing that I've in the spring box, standard box, is the Camellia Rose Mask. And I give that 5 stars. I'd give it 10 stars if I could. I love it because the first time I used it, I put it on my neck and my face, and it made my skin just feel wonderfully smooth. And, you know, I don't know what else it did, but that was what really impressed me. It just felt so nice. And so I've been doing that at least a couple times a week. And I'm trying out the other masks. And next we have the standard box item Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Pack. And that one is really touted as being for acne, but it also helps collagen building and healing and firming, and it's anti-wrinkling. It's supposed to be. So I've used that every night, and I was showing you how much I had left. Let's look and see here. Oh, where are you? Here it is. No, I always forget something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I forgot that. Anyway, there's like 1 fingertip full left of that because I've been using it so much. And I didn't show you my rose gold. This is a tub I purchased a while back, like probably a year ago, and I still have that much. And the other little guy's in my purse, the tube that came with the box. I love that because I don't have to dip into it. Okay, so we talked about Dorian Gray, and it's not fair to show you this because I used up a bottle and then started using it. But it's got about half left since I use it so much. Camellia Rose, and this shows you about, you know, how long things last in 5 weeks' time. I still have about 1/3 of a jar of that. I would really like to get a full size of that. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so Donkey Milk. I told you there's hardly any left. You made it, Rochelle! Yay! Yeah, Donkey Milk. I feel attached to that. The Donkey Milk, once I used it on a tiny little breakout. I just get these small pore breakouts, I don't know, when I use VCCO or whatever, or scratch it a little clogged pore bump, and I'll put that on there, and with overnight sometimes it heals it, and definitely in another night. Gretchen, I'm going to miss your comments on my live, so we're going to have to keep posting on the page. I will still do it. I'm going to post away about my hand spots and what I'm doing for them. I've got all kinds of things ordered or here that I'm going to be testing one by one for those spots, so I'm not giving up. Okay, so Donkey Milk Gel. Now we're down to standard box item After Sun, and I think this is going to be my new best friend. I have quite a bit left, and I've been using it in the T-zone if it looks oily at all at night. Because I felt like the blush was a little too much in the T-zone, especially my nose. It gets pretty shiny. I guess that's the oily part left of my oily T-zone. And I never did have acne badly or anything like that, but I know I have lots of pore issues. So the After Sun, right now what I'm doing is using it on my red, rashy eyelids. I don't know if you could see it, but gosh, they were horrible yesterday morning. I had to put cortisone over the counter on them, and I really don't like doing that, so I only did it once or twice. But they're not itching. I put After Sun on last night and this morning, and they're not itching at all, and they feel much better, so I think they're healing already. If they get dry, we'll put something for dry on it, dry and scaly. So After Sun, I reviewed that last night. That's pretty awesome. Multi-purpose product. It helps with sunburn, insect bites, rashes, and it's a light moisturizer. Like I was saying, I put it on before I put on the Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Pack at night. Okay. Now, we're down to, oh, I forgot about blush. What is the matter with me? So I was in a hurry, and I was doing this for a while, but I lost track. So my blush, you can see how much is left of the full size. I think in the standard you get a sample though. But anyway, move around. Rose petals look cute. There they go. I also spilled a little bit of it, but not much. I didn't spill anything else in the box, thank goodness. I just spilled other things and made a giant mess. And then I didn't show you my pearl. It's got oil all over it and sticky. So I've used a fair amount of that. I have to say that my skin slurps up some of this stuff, like the Dorian Gray. Sometimes I use 5 or 6 or more drops, like people with dry skin would use. And Camellia Rose, I've been a little stingy with that because I wanted it to last. And the Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Pack, I think I need a full size, blah, blah, blah. I could go on and on. But, well, hi, BK. He's coming to see you guys. You won't see Meowie this time. Come here. Come on. It's all right. He fusses around for a while and he won't jump up. It's like, I don't know how to jump up. Okay. Look nice. Nice. He has big golden eyes. And he picks on another of the cats, the shy one, of course. So, here he is. Did you eat your dinner yet? He was sleeping. He didn't want to eat. I tried to feed them all before the live, but they're not always cooperative. Okay, so we're going on and on here. I am, not you guys. Thanks, Megan. I have a cat hair in my mouth. Ugh. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he's a very pretty cat. He, behaved badly at first, but he was just being a cat when we first rescued him. So he's better now. He was even on drugs for a while to calm him down. Okay, so morning routine: Lotus Serum Mist, Dorian Gray Serum, Pearl, Blush Beauty Oil, or After Sun to the oily parts. Those are things in the box. And then in my blog I can say what I use that's not in the box, but there's several things. Lift Marine, the anti-aging eye gel oil, Glow, and various things I've tried on my poor eyelids and rashes. And then in the evening, what comes out of the box for me, either morning or evening, I've done the Camellia Rose mask. Depends what's going on that day. Sometimes I'm out of here, and other times I'm not going anywhere until afternoon. And like I said, a couple times a week. Then Dorian Gray Serum in the evenings, that's twice a day. And then After Sun or Blush Beauty Oil. And then here I go again, I did that last night. Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Pack. I better watch it, he's gonna bite me. Oh, he wants in the drawer. He gets in the desk drawer and he sleeps. Go ahead, there you go. I wish I could show you, he's so cute. Getting in your drawer? Okay, so I was Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Bag, yes, every night. Now, to make that last, because I told you it was almost gone, cat hairs. I've been putting a different sleeping mask on my neck after I realized that I was going to use that all up. Like I have sake and rice and I have snow. So it kind of depends on the weather and however I feel. Okay, so the unbox things, this is what I call them, box and unbox. In the evening would be, I just started using Asian Powerhouse and Marine. I've been using Pete previous to the reviewing. I like it a lot. And then the eye gel oil is another thing. It's not in the box, and Glow. So those are the same as in the morning. But in the evening it's APH, Pete Marine usually. And then I've been putting Marine on red places unless it's my eyelids because they don't like much of anything. Okay, so, and on that scar on my ankle, I'm trying that. Now, major changes would be, I have noticed these things. Thanks, Rachel. I love purple too. So, major changes. I looked back at the pictures at the beginning and now, thanks, Courtney, for telling me to do that. To take lots of pictures of myself, and then I'm going to delete all of them. I do have more even tone to the skin. The coloring is more even. And I have the Chalk Chalk Dewy Glow. More, much more. Sometimes late in the evening, everything's kind of sagging, you know, gravity, but it still looks better than it ever used to. And the brown spots on my face are still fading. And the neck ones, they were really pretty bad. And I was using Dorian Gray and Sake and Rice Sleeping Pack previous to the Spring Box reviewing. And so they had a head start. But I think even the ones on my face are getting better. Maybe some lessening of fine lines, little softening of those, and I just feel more hydrated. Previous to this, my only moisturizer was sunscreen, moisturizer that had sunscreen in it. So using the oil was brand new to me, and it's something that people need to kind of get over and being scared of it, especially if they have oily skin, from what I've heard. But even where I'm oily, I just switched to the After Sun. And I have to say that we started doing all this in the winter, the reviewers. So I think things will change some more when it does get even hotter around here. You people that still have snow on the ground, yeah, you have time to get your box before that changes. Okay, so, and then we're supposed to talk about exceptional products, and my number one is the Camellia Rose Mask. I love it, but according to Gretchen, I'm going to love Detox exceptionally also. So we'll see. I got to order it now. And then After Sun, that's been an eye-opener for me. At first I'm thinking, where am I going to put this? And then I noticed, well, I can use it here under the Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Bag. And then I started getting more and more rashes, and so experimenting around with different things on that. I think the After Sun feels the best so far. And then Pearl is, I think that's going to come up higher and be more useful to me when I remember to do it. And I don't know if I'll do it morning and evening, but definitely in the morning, because I think it does help with the chalk. Okay. And then I also put the Blush Beauty Oil in there because I think, Carol, you were going to check that. If you're still here, you're going to check to see how that compared with Sleeping Beauty Oil and Dorian Gray Oil. Those are the three that I have. And I'm pretty sure it's lighter than Sleeping Beauty Oil and Dorian Gray, but I haven't been using those. I've just been doing blush. And I haven't had any major breakouts from blush. I did, before I found out I needed to back off around my nose, I did get a tiny breakout there, and I'm sure I was putting too much on. It was a learning process, learning curve thing. So I hope I said hi to everybody. So now you're all listening. That's wonderful. I guess I do like the limelight, being a Leo, but I never would have thought I'd do this. So now the last thing is they want to know about self-care and relaxation. Wow, what are you noticing there? So I'll just say that it's the masking. I just love the masking, and I want to mask with these products. They're more convenient, and I know they're doing something for me instead of just maybe this is working, maybe it isn't. So, okay, Carol, I see your comment about the oil being, yes, Sleeping Beauty's lighter. So here's what I wrote down about masking. I said it's not as cool as Kristen's comment, but it's like a new way to face the world when you use it. Or you could say a new way to face the day, but most people do it at night. But it does make me feel like I have a new outlook because my face is nicer. Aries, love Leos. Really, our son is an Aries, and he's turned out to be a very wonderful adult son after some bumps growing up, as usual. Hi, Marissa. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so that was like the number 2 thing I said about was masking. But I want to also say about the self-care and relaxation part. Masking can be relaxing if there aren't a bunch of people banging on the bathroom door, cats fighting and whatnot. Anyway, just putting it on, the act of putting it on, bingo, you've already gone there. But also the scents of everything, the SCENTS, the smells, Camellia Rose, the blush, even the After Sun. To me, I don't know, remember Pearl having a scent so much, but those three, After Sun, blush, and Camellia Rose, smelling those is very relaxing. And I talked about that last night, how getting outdoors and smelling certain flowers really is stress reducing. They've studied that. Thank you, Marissa. I love my hair too. I'm going to enjoy it until I wash it out, which will maybe be the next time I shampoo my hair. So that's another thing. Putting on the mask, the act of doing it, sense, hitting our senses with the smells of the wonderful products, and then the touch, like, oh my gosh, my skin feels wonderful after I mask, or I got all my products on, I did my routine, it feels so good. So that's another scent, or sense, obviously. And then I feel like when you look better, so that's seeing, right? When you look better on the outside, it translates into your inside. You're going to feel better emotionally and mentally about everything in yourself when you're taking care of yourself. So, any questions? Oh, Marissa, Target, L'Oreal, Colorista, it's washout. When you put as much on as I did today, though, I think it's going to take a couple shampoos. But I did what the hairdresser said and put the foil on each side. It was a mess, but it worked better. Maddie likes kitties. I would take the phone down and show you the cat, but I'd probably get everybody seasick. So that's all I've got, and it was a lot. And thank you, everybody. It was a longer one, just like last night. But I just want to say I'll put in my blog too that I've enjoyed doing this, even though it's a lot of work. I haven't regretted it one bit. And we got gifted with a deluxe box, spring box, and got attention and love and made friends, even if it is over the internet. It was still a lot of fun, and I hope I'll continue to get on there. Oh, my earrings? Yes, they're purple. Those are some of the ones I make from scratch from flat sheets of copper. It's a lot of fun. And I'm going to do my website's being worked on. And I have May 1st as a goal to get it up again and release my signature collection. So we'll see. I'll trumpet that everywhere when that happens. Okay, Hayne, bye. I'm going to miss everybody, all you other reviewers. I'm telling you. I think we are. I've been thinking about having withdrawals. Carol and Hayne and Kristen and Marissa. And I forgot someone. I know I did. Carol, Hayne, Marissa, Kristen. Oh yeah, me. That adds up to 5. I love you all. It's been wonderful. We'll keep in touch. No questiones. I talk so much, I guess I explain all the questions away. Love you, Madeline. At least I'm not itching everywhere tonight. I don't know how, but I'm not. Adios, amigos. It's been real. Thank you, thank you.